This is a lesson on congruency. Two figures are congruent if they have the same shape and the same size. We'll now watch a video to see how two triangles are congruent. Two triangles are congruent if one triangle can fit exactly onto the other triangle. We can do this in three ways. In the first example, the triangles are not in the correct orientation. Therefore, we need to rotate the first figure onto the second triangle. In the second example, the triangles are in the correct orientation. Therefore, to fit the triangle, we need to translate one triangle onto the other. In the last example, the two triangles are mirror images of each other. Therefore, to fit the triangle, we need to flip it or reflect it. That is, we lift it up and flip it and fit it onto the other triangles. And this is how we show two triangles are congruent. Thank you. The symbol for congruency is three parallel lines. When we say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle QRP, it simply means that A is the corresponding point of Q, B is the corresponding point of R, and C is the corresponding point of P. The order of the letters are important. It will determine the corresponding sides and angles. Therefore, from the arrangement, we know that AB is equal to QR, BC equal to RP, and AC equal to QP in that order. And similarly, the angle ABC is equal to the angle QRP, angle BCA is equal to angle RPQ. And the last angle, which is CAB, is equal to the angle PQR. We'll now take a look at an example. In this question, they say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR, which simply means that A is the corresponding point of P, B to Q, and C to R. Therefore, we'll know that the side AB equals to the side PQ. As we can see, both are 8 cm. And similarly, we want to find the angle at Q. So the angle at Q corresponds to the angle at B, which is 32 degrees. Therefore, we can conclude that since the triangles are congruent, therefore the angle at Q, which is PQR, is equal to the angle at B, which is ABC. And this is 32 degrees. Therefore, y equals to 32. This is part A. And for part B, now we have to find the angle X. And we know that the angle X is at C, which corresponds to R, and there is no angle at R, so we need to find angle at R. So the angle QRP, according to the arrangement, is correspond to BCA. Right, actually we have to find the angle, so the angle QRP plus 51 degrees plus y degrees is equal to 180, and this is angle sum of triangle. that will enable us to find the angle QRP, which is 97 degrees. Therefore, we conclude that angle X must be equal to angle QRP which means that the angle X is 97. In the last part, we want to determine whether two triangles are congruent. There are 4 cases here. When we know 3 sides of each triangle, we can conclude that they are congruent. Here, the first thing we need to do is always to determine the corresponding points. And we determine the corresponding point by the sides that branch out from the point. So the sides 3 and 5 branch out from A, so it corresponds to the side R. And B corresponds to the side Q. And finally, we have the side P. Therefore, what we need to do is to show that AB is equal to RQ and BC is equal to QP. This is equal to 3, equal to 6, and the last side AC equals to RP, which is 5. So once we have shown the 3 sides, then we can conclude that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle RQP. Right. In the second case, we have 2 sides known and the angle in between. Again, we determine the corresponding points. B has 60 degrees, correspond to R, and A is the side that is the shorter side, 5, branching out from B, so it corresponds to Q, and the last point, P. So here we need to show 2 sides are equal. That is AB is equal to QR, this equal to 5, and BC equal to RP equal to 7, and the angle ABC equal to the angle QRP, which is 60 degrees. Therefore, we can conclude that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle QRP.